So we have the 50th girls state tournament from 1976 is the first one. Really just one division away to the section, the division, or 5 divisions, and 4 sections each division. Let's go talk about it. So here we are. So in the 1 seed, it was in the games on the left side. We had Unity Phillips 50-43, Lee Smith, Blue Ashland 75-22, Cumberland got blown by Grantsburg 74-3, and Prairie Farm Claim beat Schtick Weyerhaeuser 49-20. In these smaller divisions, you might see combined teams like Prairie Farm and Claim combine either towns or combine schools, share one sports team. And then Mandovi defeated Wayhall 56-40, Drain Arkansas 53-26, or Osseo Fairchild. Cadet beat Abbotsford 60-54, and Spencer 55-3, or Kobe. Then Colfax beat, let's go to the right side actually, Marion Tigerton fell at WIAA Scandinavia 62-38, Auburndale 60-38 over Manoa, and then Amaro 80-45 over Crandon. Fremont 50-42 over Shackton, and then Southern Door 50-57 over Mishicot, and then Valders over Rondacali 60-27, Encanto 50-19 over Sebastopol, and then on the left side of the bracket, number 1 Colfax beats Phillips 51-45, Boyceville 47-46 over Lee's, Sherlock 63-57 against Cameron 67-3 over Brookmore Plain, Regas 54-43 over Randolph, Hook Creek 55-28 over Durant, Arkansas, Downall Catholic 16-57 over Cadet, Neosville 60-25 over Spencer, and then Seymour Catholic defeated LL Scandinavia 64-22. And then Bandul 49-38 over Auburndale, and then Stratford 45-34 over Almero. And then Wayonga Fremont fell the Marathon 63-34. Mantocuther beat Southern Rebel 8-29. Algoma 45-3 over Coleman. Kiwani 60-40 over Valders. And Encanto was 59-46 over Cruz in upset. Then in the third round, Colfax 15-54 over Boyceville. Cameron 60-45 Shellick. And then Regas beats Fall Creek 67-53, and Yosa 47-30, and then Kiwani defeated Encanto 65-30, Mantua 6-2 over Algoma, and then St. Mary Catholic 47-44 over Bandu, and Stratford 64-53 over Marathon. So we had Menominee, Umaro, Osseo Fairchild, and Denmark, the 4 regional sectional semifinals and sectional final, and neutral states in this tournaments. And we have Colfax 50 and Cameron 63-30 over Colfax. Seymour Catholic 50-21 over Stratford. Yozo 40-23 over Regas. And Kiwani 75-16 over Mantocuther. And then Altoona and Berlin. And earlier in the afternoon on Saturday, we had Cameron. And Yozo beat Cameron 42-30. And St. Mary's Catholic beat Kiwani 50-56. And then 1 seed, and then we have the sectional 4, the 4 section winners advanced to the finals. We had Party got by Iowa Grant fell to Prairie Machine 62-31. And then Monroe Mindoro over Montel 62-29. And over Scott State 74-34. Nikosu over Nisida, sorry for pronouncing his name, 37-34. Belleville over Clinton 57-37. And then we had Cambridge blew up Glencavi 83-17. Abundant Life Christian St. Ambrose 65-51 win over Mercia. And then we had Brookfield Academy 76-20 over Heritage Christian. And then we had University Lake School, St. John's, and Western Trinity Academy, all those combined schools 40-38, maybe as one town. It's a bunch of different schools, maybe private schools could be. And then Kenosha Christian, that's a Christian religious schools or private schools can't be public schools, they're Christian. Because you can't promote religion, in a public school. Promote like one religion. Dodging 60-50 or way in the county. Winnebago Lutheran 47-20 or Cedar Bludgeon. Random like 77-70 or Horicon or type upset. 5 seed got upset by 12 in the section 4. In the top section of that That was part of that section. St. Mary Springs, 56 ran over New Holstein. And then Party Blues, Party Machine, 65-38. Morales Mindoro, 45-43 over Fenimore. Pontiac, 66-60 over Bangor. And then Luther, 64-15 over Nakusa. Deerfield, 50-40 over Belleville. Darlington, 73-40 over Bradhead. Mineral Point, 52-36 over Cambridge. Albany Minnesota, 53-36 over Mount Life Christian St. Ambrose. And then Midland River Lutheran, 70-50 over Isaac. Brookfield Academy, follows the St. Joseph Catholic, 68-36. The Prairie School, 8-15 over Sam. The Macon, 87-20 over St. John's Trinity Academy, University of Lake Summer. White Dodgen follows the Hards over 55-22. Lamar, 54-37 over Navajo Lutheran. Artesian, 54-40 over Random Lake. Kohler, 54-33 over St. Mary's Springs. And then Pardonville, 68-52 over Mount Mindoro. And then Payette, 66-60, or after the win, 66-60. Luther, 64-15. Luther, 52-33 and Albany, Deerfield, 48-25 over Darlington. Albany, Minnesota, 50-33 over Mineral Point. Then Kenosha, St. Joseph Catholic, 50-50 over the Lutheran. Dominican, 55-37 over Prairie School. Lamora, 50-60-46 over Hardsboro. Kohler, 64-34 over Artesian. Then Baraboo, Chilton. And Baraboo, Purdyville, Luther, 52-40 at Chilton. Kohler over Lamar, or Lamar over Chilton, or Kohler at Chilton. Lamar over Kohler at Chilton, 56-40. And then Albany Minnesota over Deerfield at Mass to the fold, 52-43. Kenosha St. Joseph Catholic over Dominican. Kenosha Radford, so it's a close school near Kenosha, Wisconsin. So it's like a home game, but it's not. Even there's students and fans to travel there. The parents, the students, so that's, 50-50 for one. They might be able to bus, with all the kids, the parents, and all the students. And then, Albany Minnesota beats Party Milton, 60-30, and Lamar over Kenosha at Germantown, 61-57. That's Division 4 bracket. And then let's go to Division 4 semifinals. This was Thursday, March 12th at 6:35 p.m. Central Time, which is the semifinals of the, it's 15 minutes. Each game is separated by, but then we have Neilsville, the 1 seed, was 21. They beat Lamar to the 4 seed, 22-7, 58-31. And then the 2 seed, St. Mary Catholic, fell to the 3 seed, Albany Monticello, 45-31 in that one. And then Neilsville, the 1 seed, beats Albany Monticello, the 3 seed in Division 4, 43-40 to win the Division 4 state championship.